Coming to UPSC history, what is UPSC expecting from you with respect to the subject of history? Is it about facts? Is it about dates? No. UPSC is expecting you to be well aware of prizes. Prizes, political, religious or religion, intellectual or institutional, cultural, economic and social aspects of history. A aspirant should be well aware of all these areas: the political history, the religious dimension, the intellectual dimension, the intellectuals, their works, the institutional dimensions, institutions, different systems, iqtidari system, mansabdari system, zamindari system, institutional, then cultural, economic aspects, the economic history and the social history. Now I will be showing you a few questions which were asked based on the social aspects. Earlier people used to think that this question is a fact based question. They are not fact based. UPSC is not at all interested in the factual part of the questions. UPSC is expecting you to have good awareness about the prizes with respect to the Indian history. Now, questions are being asked on the social dimensions, economic dimensions, cultural dimensions. Now I am going to show you a few questions which were asked in the last couple of years based on the social dimension. Now, this question, with reference to Indian history, who among the following were known as Khuladaran? Khuladaran. People thought that this is a fact. People thought this is a fact. Khuladaran kaun hai, kaun hai, kaun hai, kaun hai. Ultimately, after good amount of search, students came to the conclusion after exam that Khuladaran is nothing but Sayyids. Why this question is being asked? Is it a fact? No. This is the social dimension. This question is about the social classes existent during that time. Sayyids, they are descendants of Prophet Muhammad through his daughter Fatima. Since they are descendants of the Prophet Muhammad through his daughter Fatima, they commanded good respect. If you go through the different classes existed during the medieval India, Sayyids commanded good amount of respect. Now, even Timur protected the lives of these Sayyids, even though his general policy was slaughter. And in one case, Sikandar Lodi, he was allowed the Sayyids to keep their dishonest money or the corrupted money for themselves, even though after finding that they have undertaken corruption. So that is the amount of command Sayyids had in the Muslim society then. Now examiner is expecting us to know the social conditions then. That's why a question was framed on the Sayyids who were enjoying certain privileges. Sayyids were the privileged class then. That's why a question is being asked, being framed on Sayyids with reference to Indian history, which of the following are known as Khuladaran. They used to wear a pointed cap. That's why they were called as Khuladaran. Sir, we are not able to find such content in the conventional books what we study. As I told you repeatedly, UPSC is picking the questions verbatim from the standard reference textbooks. This is the reference book from where the question is directly picked. You can see in the last line, Sayyids put on a pointed Khula and they were known as Khuladaran. Please go through. Sayyids claimed descent from the Prophet through his daughter Fatima. They commanded special respect in the Muslim society. Even Timur protected the lives of Sayyids during his invasion of India. Although his policy was of general slaughter, a Sayyid accused of misappropriating the state revenue was discharged by Sikandar Lodi and was allowed to keep himself his dishonest gains. And the Sayyids put on a pointed cap, Khula, and they were known as Khula Dara. So here the question is on the social dimension. You should be aware of the social conditions of India in ancient, medieval and modern aspects. Why? Because you are going to serve the society, the Indian society. आपको अंदाजा होना चाहिए how Indian society was in the past, in the medieval part, in the modern part, how the social transformation has undertaken, and what social transformation what you people are going to take up in the future. ठीक है. Second question, it's about slavery. It's about slavery. Yes or no? We have equality, right to equality. Our constitution gives us right to equality. But there existed slavery in ancient India. We are expected to know about the slavery. Now it is banned. Even untouchability is banned. Slavery is banned. All type of discriminations are being banned. All type of exploitations are being banned. But people were exploited in ancient India. How they were exploited? Examiner expects you to know. Why? Because you are not getting into any petty job. You are becoming IAS officers. You should be aware of Indian society. That's why a question is being framed like this. Just go through the question. A person could be a slave as a result of judicial punishment. If a female slave bore her master's son, she was legally free. She was legally free. And if son born to a female slave was fathered by her master, son was entitled to the legal status of the master's son. They are not asking about daughter. They are not, in general, they are not giving the child. They are asking son. If a son is born to a female slave by fathered by master, then the son is entitled as legal status. The thing is, since we are a patriarchal society, this statement is a valid statement. Even though son is born to a slave, he is a son of the master and he is entitled the legal heir. He is given the legal status. Since the slave has given him a son, she was entitled as a free. She is no longer a slave. She is no longer a slave. So a female slave bore the master a son, she was legally free. And first statement is about a person could be a slave as a result of judicial punishments. Yes. In ancient India, slavery is because of different reasons. There may be the prisoners of war. There may be punishments. Through different aspects, slavery was imposed. So this is about the social condition existed in ancient India. Examiner has directly picked the question from a standard reference books. Now I am going to show you the references. Slavery as a result of punishment, that is Dandadasa, is known in Jatakas and is referred to in Arthashastra. A female child, if a female slave has a child by her owner, both master and child are immediately recognized as free. Similarly, Kautilya also states that if a Dasi bore her master a son, she was released from enslavement and child was considered as father's legitimate son. Even Ashokan Rock Addicts 9 mentions courteous behavior towards Dasas and Bhatakas. Dasas means the slaves, Bhatakas, servants. Courteous treatment. Matlab they were despised during ancient India. That was the social condition existed during ancient India. Examiner is expecting you to know. Examiner is no longer interested in fact. He wanted you to know about the society. Next question. Here conditions are almost reversed. This is medieval India during Vijayanagara time. What is the condition of women? According to Portuguese writer Nunes, the women in Vijayanagara Empire were experts. Women are experts. Matlab, women became experts in the sense they are given such positions. They were given the opportunity to expertise. They were given the opportunity to expertise. Wrestling, astrology, accounting, soothsaying. Now the thing is, it's not a general case of entire Vijayanagara society. So all these women, they are in the palace. The palace women, the people serving the king, were experts in all the fields. Basically, king employed women in the palace from all the fields. That is the position of a woman with respect to the Vijayanagara Empire. It's not the entire society, at least the king has employed a lot of women in his service. Experts from different fields. Experts in wrestling, experts in astrology, experts in accounting, experts in soothsaying. Now the thing is, women in ancient India, the story is different. Women in Vijayanagara time, the story is different. And the position of Sayyids in medieval India is different. Yes or no? So in different time periods, the societal aspects are changing. Examiner is expecting us to know, to understand the changing dynamics, the social changes what are happening. Because you people are the agents of social change tomorrow after getting into service. So आपको एक अंदाजा होना चाहिए कैसा था पहले. इसलिए examiner is asking you the questions in this way. Anyhow, I'll show you the standard reference book where from the examiner has picked verbatim as it is. Achyutaraya had 4,000 women in his service. Achyutaraya had 4,000 women in his service, consisting of dancers, wrestlers, palanquin bearers, soothsayers, astrologers, and accountants, etc. Means king employed women. Women had the opportunity to expertise in this field and get employed under the king. That was the status under Vijayanagara. So the thing is, the societal aspects are dynamic enough. They are changing. So by the time of British, societal aspects have changed. There are social movements. So all these aspects, the aspirants should have the knowledge of. And UPSC examiner is expecting the aspirants to know about this. So what I am trying to tell here is shun the factual part. History is no longer factual. It is no longer concerned about the facts. Follow the prizes approach. Know about the political conditions. Know about the religious conditions, the institutional elements, the intellectual aspects, the cultural elements, the economic aspects, the social aspects. So UPSC is expecting the knowledge of prizes from the aspirants. So please don't focus much on facts, rather focus on the prizes and follow the proper sources. We have access to all the source books referred by UPSC. ठीक है.